What's up, everyone? Marc Lobliner, TigerFitness.com, rocking alongside
Rich Homie Sean, High Performance Nutrition.
Now, there was a big what to do. I believe it was about 5 years ago. Axis Labs put out a big thing on amino acids being derived from chicken feathers and hair.
Right.
And they really never stayed. They really honed in on the yuck factor. Like, are you drinking duck feathers? Are you drinking chicken ass or whatever? It was crazy. And at first you look at that and you're like, wow, that's disgusting. And so a big surge in purchasing from Amino, which is where they have fermented amino acids. They're actually fermented from glucose. A surge in that came about because companies got away from using duck feathers and hair and all that.
And not just them, but actually like the material fermented leucine, isoleucine, valine became popularized through other generic brands too.
Yeah, and other generic brands. In fact, it's hard to find duck. You're going to be hard pressed unless you buy a really cheap branch chain to find hair-derived branch chains anymore, because fermentation is now the go-to way.
Right.
Now, even though we both don't carry duck feather-induced amino acids, we want to be real with you. There's no chemical difference between a leucine derived from fermentation and a leucine derived from duck hair. Or duck feathers, duck hair, duck fat, whatever.
Right.
There's no chemical difference. What there is, and this is what you're paying for when you buy Ajinomoto aminos, is their GRAS, their GRAS status, and basically that's the gold standard of
safety. Yeah, safety for supplements, and you're paying for the research that they've done with their exact material.
You can make the claims, basically.
Yeah, and it was, it's been known they were making their material well before this was a controversy.
Yeah.
But it was also a vegetarian and vegan friendly ingredient, so it was never about the yuck factor for Ajinomoto. That's just how it was popularized to put down some of the other market leaders in the branch chain field.
Yeah, even though the other market leaders might not have been using the duck feather derived amino acids, it was assumed that if you weren't using Ajinomoto, you were using those. But after that came about, I remember China just flooded the market with fermented amino acids.
Yeah.
But I actually got an email about this. I wanted to just be open and honest that it's my opinion that if you're drinking a quality amino acid and you see a lab test stating a qualitative analysis saying that, okay, there is 3 grams of leucine out of 3 claimed grams, whether it's from duck feathers or from whatever, it's still going to be that amino acid, because
exactly
you're basically taking a very small portion of the feather or of the hair or of the glucose, and that's what becomes that final product. You're not taking the entire feather and squashing it up.
I mean, it's to the point where, put it this way, if you had the leucine from the Agipure or the leucine from a duck feather amino acid, and you had them under a microscope, you couldn't tell the difference.
No.
They're the same. That's the point. If someone mixed them up under 2 different cups, you wouldn't be able to tell which one was which. So
yeah.
there is no difference. Other than the yuck factor is the biggest one.
Yeah, and that was Axis Labs did a good job. Do they even sell a branch chain anymore? They had Engage, I believe it was.
Are they even in business anymore?
They're in business. They still contact me here and there, but I mean their branch chain never really kicked off. But I thought it would. I thought that was brilliant marketing, because they were basically saying that.
I thought they were going to gross everyone out.
I don't really think people really cared.
No, I mean I think a lot of people understood that it's the same thing.
Yeah. But you'll still get emails here and there, and I just want you, before you waste my time with an email on it, to know that, in my opinion, while I don't use duck feather-derived aminos, at the end of the day, if you get caffeine and you synthesize it, whether it's from chocolate or from coffee, you're still getting caffeine. And it's the same here. So if you get a good deal on duck feather aminos, buy in big. Anything else to add on that? I think we pretty much covered it.
No, we got it. We covered it.
And hopefully in the next 2 months, I'll have my voice back, guys. Once again, we appreciate you watching. Sean, thanks for coming out. And remember, eating a duck's ass, that's the 2 aminos too. It's not okay.